Hiya folks, good morning from Salamanca, Spain. Now today is the 6th of December and this is a very important day in Spain, but shamefully one that I didn't know anything about. And as you can see, it's quite quiet around us at the moment, and that's because today is a holiday. And what have I decided to do on this Spanish holiday? I've decided to travel. So this could actually turn out to be quite a cool experiment to see what it's like to travel on Spain's Constitution Day. Fancy joining me? Let's go. It is just after 8:30 in the morning just now. Now of course normally these streets would be buzzing by this time, cafes open, people having breakfast. I mean there are still a few of us around, but most of us have got bags, so it looks like we're all travelling today. And I'm actually on my way to the bus station just now. I'd hoped to get a train today because I'm going to Madrid, but that just wasn't an option, so it's a bus that we're on this morning, and it'll be interesting to see how many people are travelling today. So what is Constitution Day? Well, it's the day that in 1978 Spain held a referendum that started the transition towards democracy following the death of Franco. So you can see why it's a very important day to the Spanish people. And the thing that gets me is how recent it is. I mean, 1978, that's even within my lifetime. Oh, and special thanks to Wikipedia, by the way, for all this information. And here's the bus station now, I think. Well, it's a bit weird. I don't see my bus on the departure board. I mean, there is a 9:45 to Madrid. My ticket says 9:30. That could be the one, but I'd better double check, eh? Okay, so I checked with the guy, and I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what he told me, but it was something to do with the bus arriving at 9:30 and departing at 9:45. A bit strange that they would put 9:30 on the ticket, but there we go. Everything should be fine. No reason to panic. So amid all the confusion this morning, I am pretty sure that that is our bus. We're just not allowed outside yet. Right, we're on board. This could be a very busy bus. Sorry I didn't really film much of that. I was flapping about trying to get my ID. I didn't realise you needed ID to get on the bus. But there we go, we're fine. And we're right at the front as well, so we should have a good view. And it does say Salamanca to Madrid, so that puts my mind at ease a bit.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live.
Gracias. Welcome to Madrid. This bus station's more like an airport. I've never even heard of it before, but we're somewhere in the south of the city, and I've got my wee hotel room, which is, I think, more like a prison cell, about 45 minutes walk from here. So it'll be nice to get some fresh air after that bus journey. It took just about 3 hours. It was very hot in the bus, very busy, but we're here. Hey, as it turns out, we're not too far from Atocha station now. I think that's the railway station where you get the Abbey from, the fast train. And if that's the case, then I've been there before, and from a hazy memory, I think that's the one where there's a botanical garden inside. I think it is anyway. Either way, we should go and have a look, shouldn't we? So anyway, how was that experiment of travelling on Constitution Day? Well, it was alright. It just turned out to be a very busy coach. Although I don't think there were even many Spanish people on that coach, which can be quite typical travelling from Salamanca. I heard a lot of different languages, Italians, Germans, French. But now we're here in Madrid. It does seem very quiet, but then I don't really know this part of town. Maybe it's always like this. Although we are quite near to a major station, so Aye, this must be quieter than normal. I've got to say, Madrid's a cool city, but there's just something about when I arrive here from Salamanca, I never really enjoy it. I don't know why. I think maybe I just love Salamanca so much and it's a better sized city for me, and when I arrive here it just feels so big and scary and busy. But I guess the last part of that might not be true today. I have found an entrance into the station, but this is a big old station, so this might not be where the gardens are. It's very cool, isn't it? But it's hard to believe we're in a railway station. Well, no, it's not, because I just got a row for taking videos, so I'm having to be very careful. I've snuck into a corner and I'm pretending that I'm taking photographs instead. But yeah, it's gorgeous. They've opened up the barriers now so we can wander around, which is nice, but I really don't get the no filming rule, especially when they say it's for security reasons. Now, I know that something really bad happened at this station, but to say that this is compromising security, come on guys. And just to clarify, I certainly don't feel bad about filming, because that was a security guard that gave me quite a stern row for having the camera out. But then I saw two cops and I went up and asked them very politely, is it okay if I record in here? And they were like, yeah, go for it. So they really need to work out their rules, don't they? Tell you what, as soon as you come out the station and you just see the scale of all the buildings, it feels like such a big city. It almost feels like London in a way. And talking about London, let's talk about hotel prices. Now, I was maybe a wee bit cheeky saying that my hotel tonight is like a prison cell. I haven't even seen it yet, but when I was checking prices for this trip, the average hotel for one night was something ridiculous like £250, £300. And I just couldn't justify that. So I am in a hotel that's a wee bit below the standard that I would have wanted, but that's just the way it goes, I suppose. I still haven't seen it, of course, but I'll keep my expectations low. It's nice to find some narrower, quieter streets on the way to my hotel, but it's also nice to know that even though it's a holiday, not everywhere is closed. You know, some places are, but I'm going to have no problem finding something to eat today. We're almost at Puerta del Sol now, which is right in the centre of Madrid. And as we get more central, I take it back, it's not like there are some places closed. Everything is open here. And it's busy, it's really buzzing. Quite like it. I wonder what that queue's for. Not a restaurant, surely. You see, there's massive queues to get in everywhere. I'm quite surprised. Aye, so here's the big Christmas tree sitting right in the heart of Madrid. And behind it, up on top of that building, we've got the very famous Tío Pepe sign. I'll get a wee close-up of that. I must admit, despite it being so busy, this is actually really cool and a lot better than I expected. And I always say the one thing that any tourist should carry with them is low expectations. Now let me just get to the hotel, drop off this heavy bag, and I think we'll come back here. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for Jude Bellingham. I haven't seen him yet. Oh, in fact, there he is. Look, I've found him. The King of Madrid. My accommodation is one of these places, I think. Aye, number 27, so that's 25. Almost there. We're right in the heart of the city, aren't we? Hola, soy Steve Marsh. Tengo una reserva. Gracias. Okay, we're in. Second floor. This is the foyer. Are you ready to see my room? Ta-da! I actually feel a wee bit bad now calling this a prison cell because the lady who checked me in was absolutely lovely. And here we are, 50 euros a night. Come on, in the middle of Madrid, 50 euros a night when the average price is about 250. You get what you pay for, and this is actually okay. Look, I've got a wee desk here. There's the toilet. And I said I didn't have a window, but look. Oh, wrong way. A window. I wonder what the view's like. I can't see it, but my camera can. There we go. And my wee clock on the wall is stuck at 20 to 6. It's 2:30, by the way. Gracias. Look, I'm not trying to be horrible. Let's just say the decor is to a particular taste, but the whole place smells really strongly of air freshener. Now, I'm not sure what that's covering up, but I'd rather not think about it. So this is what Spain is like on Constitution Day, although I always say if you want to get a real feel for a country, don't go to the capital cities, strangely. Go to smaller places, like Salamanca. This is absolutely crazy. The queues just to get into a cafe, unbelievable. This is a bad sign. I'm hungry, I need something to eat, but I don't want to stand in a queue. And there's also a big queue to get lottery tickets because they're selling the Loteria de Navidad, the Christmas lottery at the moment, and I think that's a big prize, so everyone buys a ticket for that. I know that for some people this is amazing, but for me it's kind of the opposite. I already wish I was back in, well, you know where. Montrose or Salamanca, either would do. Here we are in Madrid's Plaza Mayor, and it looks like this is where they've got the main Christmas markets as well. But strangely, right here in the middle, it's a wee bit quieter than everywhere else. Now, I am starving and I'm looking for a bocadillo de calamares, because I know there's one here somewhere where you can get squid rings on a roll, and it's really nice. I just hope there's not a queue, and I hope I can find it. The Christmas tat that they're selling here is actually a lot worse than anywhere else I've seen. Although saying that, I have just bought someone a gift. Someone you may know.
ahora cogemos cariño, ¿no?
This is the very place I was wanting to go, but look at the queue. You know what, I really want one of those bocadillos, so I think I'm just going to stand in this queue. It's not like I'm in a hurry or anything, but just the smell of them is incredible. But the first challenge is just to find the end of the queue. Es la cola para la campana. Gracias.
Bueno, muy rico, ¿eh?
¿Me pones uno de dos de calamares, uno de bacon y queso? ¿Entonces de qué María? ¿De bacon? No, bacon sin queso.
Un bocadillo de calamares. Nada más. 4. Gracias. Ah, mira.
¿Está bueno?
Increíble. Well, I tell you what, folks, that was absolutely worth the 25-minute wait. And you might be able to see that I've taken a bite out of it already. And that's because when I bought it, the TV cameras were there. And the girl asked me to take my first bite live on TV. And I tell you what, it was amazing. Now, the chances of finding somewhere to sit down to eat this in quiet are pretty much zero. So I think I'll just stand here. Yeah, there's definitely a reason people queue up for these. As messy as they are. Right, to be honest with you, now I've had my fix of calamares, I'm just going to get out of here. After a while, these places start to stress me out. Well, cheers, guys. Oh, this is hilarious. There's just no escape from the craziness. There's literally people everywhere. I was half expecting it to be like a Sunday today, you know, everything closed, the streets empty. How wrong was I? The main reason I'm just hanging about now is I'm kind of waiting for it to get dark. I think the most depressing thing I could do would be to go back to my room, you know. I can't think of anything worse than that, so some Christmas lights, that'll cheer me up. Of course though, there are loads of places just a few minutes walk from the city centre where you're going to find more peace and quiet. Places like this. I don't exactly know where I am, but I've just gone for a wander. It's taken me about 10 minutes to get here, and it's very nice. It's a lot more chilled. But of course, today's video was all about showing you the craziness of the centre of Madrid on Constitution Day, just before Christmas. And there were a few surprises as well. It wasn't quite how I expected it. By the time I got back into the centre of town, the crowds were really starting to build, and it would only get busier and busier as the sun started to go down, but my fear of crowds was distracted by the cool shows going on in the main square. What I really didn't expect though was that it would just keep getting busier. I've got no idea where all these people were coming from, but it was soon clear why hotel prices in Madrid were so expensive at this time of year. It also became clear that fighting through crowds really wasn't my idea of fun anymore, and I knew I wouldn't be lasting long out here tonight. It's literally got to the stage that you can't decide where to go, you just have to go with the crowd. Well, that was just mental tonight. I swear I've never seen that many people in my life. I was actually starting to get a bit stressed. So I'll thankfully go back to my little cupboard in the wall now, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Well, it's the morning after the night before and I'm having breakfast on the go today. And what do you do when you want a slightly different experience to last night and those busy streets? Well, you go to the park, of course. And Madrid is quite good at parks, so let's go to the most famous of them all, and it's a biggie. I tell you what, if the streets were like this every day, I would love Madrid. So here we are at the corner of Retiro Park. This all belonged to the monarchy until mid-1800s when it became a public park. And there's a big artificial lake in the middle, and there should be loads of other stuff for us to see. Ah, you definitely do need a map in this place. You could be here all day. So if we're here, let's walk up to the lake along the side and who knows. I think the smart money's on autumn being the best time to visit with all the colours in the trees. We're kind of just catching the end of it, so it's really nice still. And these guys here have got a thankless task. Oh boys, how are you? Hello. Oh, that's some sight, isn't it? Hey, patitos, ¿qué tal estáis? There's some big fish down in those murky waters as well. Can you see them? I guess it is kind of a nice peaceful place, but there's always the noise from the leaf blowers, and look at what they're stacking up here. Goodbye autumn. Someone's got a nice wee house there though, haven't they? Oh, it's so nice to know you can still get some peace and quiet right in the heart of Madrid, because of course yesterday was a holiday, a very busy one, and tomorrow's a holiday in Spain as well. I think it's a religious festival. So a lot of people take a puente, a bridge between the two holidays, just an extra day off basically. And I thought that meant it could be quite busy here today, but there's plenty of space for everyone, isn't there? Well, that's me wandered down to the edge of the park now, where we can once again see and hear the reality of city life. And I guess this is as good a time as any to wrap up today's video and say thank you so much for joining me here in Madrid. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's certainly been an eye-opener for me, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye. Okay, so in reality there might not be much truth in the My Fair Lady line that the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, but my time here on the central Spanish plains certainly came to an end with a big downpour, and I was impressed to see that most of the locals had a brolly. Me? Of course not, but it was worth it to see the Tío Pepe sign lit up, eventually. See you in the next one folks, bye bye.